Who is CATALI? Well, it's my artist name. It's short for Catalina. And I think the most important thing for me, what I try to portray, I always want to be honest. I always want to be open. I try to talk about the things that others might find difficult to talk about. Story behind Talk. I wrote it in LA. I wrote it with my producer, Clifford, and two other amazing writers, Mimosa and Hillary. And Talk is basically about, it's for people standing up for themselves and knowing their worth. I'm sure other people have experienced this too, but sometimes either in a relationship or, when you're dating, the other person can be really demanding, and they kind of think really highly of themselves, and they basically expect you to love them. And this is a song that basically says, no, I'm not obliged to think you're great. I'm not obliged to think you're mighty, especially when they have not really good behavior towards you. I think in that case, people are allowed to stand up for themselves. And, I'm a woman, so in my case, it's for the women who just find their own power, and just are strong enough to say no. And basically in Talk, I describe that whole process, and I also say, hold on, you're so busy thinking I need you, you might actually need me. To who I would dedicate this track, I think that person knows it himself. I'm not going to say the name or names, but if he ever hears it, he might know it, or he's so full of himself and he doesn't realize it. Yeah, I just try to do whatever is in my mind, and I'm not sure it's always the right thing, but in my mind it is, and therefore I just try to put that into reality and just make it happen. And if other people like that and can identify with that, that's the best thing that can happen to me.
That talk, only one missing is me.